In an increasingly smaller world brought closer together through technology and communications, it is imperative for successful organizations to be aware of and plan for the differences in culture and business practices. BAE Systems in the United Kingdom and Bharat Dynamics Limited of India have agreed to join together to build a missile production facility in the city of Nagpur in India. Our team was tasked to investigate the cultures of these two distinctly different corporations, to analyze their differences, and to come up with a way to integrate these two entities in a successful joint endeavor. Our research focused on three main areas of cultural differentiation: relating, regulating, and reasoning. We examined how each group works with others, how each makes decisions, and how they think. This presentation will help to increase awareness of those differences and to suggest a way forward for both groups. While it is true there are fundamental differences between the two cultures, there are also similarities. Both groups value relationships and courtesy in business interactions over the direct pursuit of objectives. In general, both cultures prefer to rely on upper management to make the big decisions. Rank factors heavily in both the British and Indian business worlds, although this attitude is declining with the passage of time. In order to examine the differences between these two organizations, we used the Country Navigator's Profile Comparison tool. This revealed that in 7 categories, India and the United Kingdom are widely divergent, only coming close together in 2 categories. Beyond these traits, however, the British and Indian cultures diverge. In spite of their shared histories and years of exposure to each other, both cultures are very different in terms of norms and values within business. Indian culture functions within a collective mindset, valuing relationships over tasks, where the UK tends to be task-oriented. In problem solving, the British tend to look at things in a linear fashion, following a step-by-step process. Indians tend to think in a circular fashion, adapting to the context of each situation. In time management, the Indians value punctuality, but do not insist upon it. The British, on the other hand, prefer to begin and end on time while adhering to an agenda. In decision-making, both cultures value a top-down system. However, the British tends toward individualism, where the Indians prefer group decisions. In the issue of trust, the Indians will not work with someone if they cannot establish a trusting relationship. The British would prefer the same, but it is not necessarily a prerequisite to doing business. In order to overcome the differences described in this presentation, we recommend that each organization select a dedicated employee with superior interpersonal skills to spend time living and working in the other culture in order to learn their processes and develop an understanding of how they work together. The exchanged employees should be assigned a sponsor to help them learn and provide guidance on a daily basis. When the employees return to their organizations, they will share their experiences and the knowledge they gain with the co-workers to help increase awareness and understanding of their counterparts. Additionally, the exchange employees should remain in contact with their counterparts and their sponsors in order to address any questions or concerns that may develop after the exchange. Finally, when the two groups come together to begin the project, these exchange employees can serve as troubleshooters to help address any issues that may come up during the implementation. The common findings of the cultural analysis for India and the United Kingdom include a divergence of thought processes, methods of conducting business, and differences in values in terms of tasks versus relationships. These cultural differences can have a major impact on the ability of the groups to work together. In order to build a strong, successful working relationship, cultural issues must be explored so that people can come to understand each other and learn to work together. An employee exchange program of this scale would be highly beneficial to this process without requiring a large investment of capital from either company or disrupting daily operations.